The question is, how do you approach medical professionals? Good news. Good news. There's never been a better time in history to approach the healthcare providers. So here's what I tell my team. Number one, they need you. Once upon a time, you go in there kind of sheepish, tail between you. Oh gosh, should I really be here? No. You walk in that office to position of strength. That healthcare provider needs you. Why? Because starting about 5 years ago, doctors were starting to be paid less and less and less. It is called volume-oriented medicine, meaning you have to see more patients per unit time because we're going to pay you less. So doctors now are looking for extra sources of income. And the main feedback I get from healthcare providers who have joined the Juice Plus family happily, they say, having that extra source of income enables me to practice medicine the way I want to, not the way an insurance company tells me I have to. See? So, because of what's going on in medicine, and that's not going to get better, is the door has never been wider opened for you all to approach a healthcare provider. And here's very simply how we do it. Let's say, Danielle, you come in, you're a patient, and you've got a bunch of stuff going on, itises and all that. And I say, Danielle, do you take 10 fistfuls of fruits and veggies every day? Well, that's a lot. You have got to. If you want to heal, you have got to eat 10 fistfuls of fruits and vegetables. Do you eat 2 to 3 fistfuls of wild salmon every week? I don't like fish. Okay. So, fruits and veggies you need more of, and omegas you need more of. Therefore, I'm going to have you see our wellness coordinator. And she will show you the most science. I want you to be science-based. So I'm going to prescribe for you the number one science-based best omega supplement and fruit, veggie, and berry supplement to make up for what you don't eat. See, makes sense, right? See, if you approach it in a way that makes sense, that took me, 30 seconds? That's not a lot of time for a healthcare provider. Time is precious. So, Danielle walks out, the wellness coordinator, which you have become, or you have taught someone in the office to do that. All right, so say you need 2 of this, 2 of this, 2 of this, and 2 of this. All right, we'll have 4 capsules a day, Danielle, and here's how you get it. And then when you come back in for your follow-up appointment, can you tell us the effect you felt? So it took the healthcare provider 30 seconds, and then the wellness coordinator takes over. Or if you don't have one in the office, then the doctor just says, here's our wellness coordinator, here's her number, you call her, and she will help work through how much to take for it's called personalized medicine. How much to take for what you have. Now, only about half, that doesn't always work. So what I sometimes do, can I have your permission to have our wellness coordinator call you? And I put in the chart, permission granted for my wellness coordinator to call you. And then you give, at the end of the day, I give my wellness coordinator the numbers and she calls. If you wait for the person to call, they sometimes forget. So it works better if you tell your health care, because they'll ask you, well, how do I do this? How do I get started? You know. And then you give them they want to read all about the research. So there's a professional packet that you hand them in the spare time. You want to read about the research. Wow, this is fabulous. I didn't realize there was so much research. See, so that's in a nutshell how we approach a healthcare provider. They need you. Yes.
It's